What's up, guys? It's your girl Deanna, aka Supersize My Life, and I am back today with another video. Today I am introducing Boss Talks with me. Each week I will upload a video titled Boss Talks, and they will all have a different topic. The topics will be decided by you guys. You can email me, DM me on social media, or you can comment on this video. Any topics that you want to hear me address, hear my personal experience, personal opinion, or if I have any tips on the matter, I will be more than glad to discuss them. So, yes, I will leave all of my contact info in the description box below. And again, if you have any topics you want to hear me address, please comment them down below. Today's topic is going to be how to deal with depression and anxiety. This topic was chosen by one of my followers on Snapchat. I am no medical professional, but I do have personal experience with depression and anxiety. So I will give a few tips on how I personally deal and cope with this situation. So if you are interested in hearing these tips, please keep watching. Guys, let's get into the tips. I will be looking down at my phone because I have everything on a notepad in my phone. So forgive me for looking down. Also, I'm getting over a cold, so forgive me for coughing if I cough throughout the video. Tip number 1 is reach out and stay connected to positive people. So, reach out to a sibling or a friend or a family member, whoever it is that you feel safe and secure with your secrets, with your feelings. Reach out to them, hang out with them, chit chat over the phone, whatever it may be, but try to surround yourself with positive people that you trust, and positive energy, because that is very important. I know sometimes what we need the most is the hardest thing to do when dealing with depression and anxiety, but it is important if we want to learn how to deal with it, and we don't allow it to have us. It's to kind of push yourself, push forward as hard as it may be, push. Number 2 is indulging in things that make you feel good. So if you run track, running makes you feel good, run. If you dance, dancing makes you feel good, dance. If you sing, singing makes you feel good, sing. Indulge in the things that make you feel great. Because when you do the things that make you feel good, it kind of alters your mood and you don't even realize it. Because the more we kind of focus on other things outside of the depression and the things that's running through our mind, the better we feel. Sleep. Sleep is very important. I struggle with depression, anxiety, and insomnia. So with that being said, my anxiety is always through the roof because I don't sleep. And when you don't sleep, it kind of makes your depression and anxiety 10 times worse. I'm up all types of night and my mind is just constantly running, especially if, my feelings are being triggered from a certain situation. I'm constantly thinking about what I could have done to make it better, what I could have said, what can I do to change the situation, yada, yada, yada. But I do take melatonin. Lately I've been taking it because I realize how important sleep is. It's the natural sleep aid and it works. Get moving. Please don't sit still. The 4 walls will start to close in on you. And sitting still, being idle-minded is the devil's workshop. So please get moving. If you're stuck in the house, cook, clean, dance around the house, do something, but do not just sit still day in and day out. Adopting a healthy diet. A healthy diet is very important in any situation, but especially with your depression and anxiety. Sugars and a lot of stuff can trigger and people don't even realize it. So adopt a healthy diet along with when I say get moving, adopt a healthy diet, because usually when we feel better internally, it starts to come out on the outside as well. This coughing is aggravating, guys, but I wanted to get this video out here. Number 6 is sunlight. Even if you just go outside during the sunlight hours for about 20 minutes, whether you're sitting on the porch soaking up some sun. But sunlight boosts our serotonin levels, which helps our mood. So sunlight is very important, and it can definitely help. Even if you want to just take a sun bath, lay out on the carport or whatever, get you some sun daily. 7, think positive no matter what. Start programming your mind for positivity. From experience, I know it is easier said than done, but I have started training my mind and programming my mind. If my mind says you're weak, then out loud I say I'm strong. If my mind say you can't do it, out loud out of my mouth I say I can do it. Because whatever the devil say is, God says isn't. So we have to start programming our mind for positivity. I know, like I said, it can be hard, but all you have to do is when those thoughts enter your mind, you say out loud the opposite of whatever it is that your mind is telling you. 8 is prayer. Develop a strong prayer life in relationship with God. I know some people may say it's so cliche, it's such a go-to, but you're right, it is. It's my go-to. It should be a go-to for you. Pray about everything and worry about nothing. It is so, so, so very important. Even if you find yourself, sometimes I find myself not able to open my mouth, but God knows our thoughts before we think. So, even though we should open our mouth, sometimes we don't have to. Even if we just have to cry out, God knows our thoughts. He knows our heart. He knows what we want to say. And sometimes we do get stuck and we're unable to say them. But please, please, please develop a prayer life and a relationship with God. My favorite scripture is Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans that I have for you. And you can read it in your spare time. But when you develop that relationship with God and you connect with Him on a personal level, I'm telling you, it'll take your mind to a whole different level. Things that bother you, things that you thought you would never overcome, things that you thought you wouldn't forgive yourself for. I have done things personally that I know hurt other people, that I know have hurt myself. Some things I'm still dealing with forgiving myself on, because that's another thing that can trigger depression, is if you're dealing with something and you're battling forgiving yourself. Sometimes it's not about other people forgiving us, but us forgiving ourselves. And forgiving ourselves is so important, and is the first step in healing. It is the first step in getting control and gaining control over our situations, over our lives. So I don't know why I felt the need to say that, but if you're dealing with a situation and you're beating yourself up about it and you can't seem to forgive yourself, because I promise everything is done, said, happening for a reason. We may not understand it right now, but I promise you, it's things I look back on and I remember like being so down and out about those situations, and fast forward to today, I look back and say, okay, God, I get it. And with that, I'm able to move forward in life with saying, okay, God, it's in your hands. If I do something I forgive myself for, I pray about it, I ask God for forgiveness, and I move on. Number 9, yoga. I was heavily into yoga when I was dealing with depression, before medication and before talking to anyone and all of that. And yoga really, really helped me. It's the meditation, the peacefulness, the atmosphere, the being connected and in tune with yourself and your body, and seeing the things that your body can do when it's just at ease, at peace, and relaxed is amazing. So try to adapt the yoga lifestyle. Number 10 is, after you've tried everything to help yourself, after you've tried self-healing and you've evaluated everything, seek help if you feel like things are getting worse. Like I need to seek help for this cold. But seek help. It is okay to talk to a therapist or your pastor or you know what I'm saying, anybody, seek help, talk to someone. Please don't keep those feelings harbored and bottled up inside. After you talk to a therapist or whatever, or you need to see your doctor, you need medication, that is okay. I am standing with you today, especially as a Black woman, to say it is okay to seek therapy. It is okay if you need medication. I am so into holistic things when it comes to health as much as possible. But sometimes the holistic things doesn't work. Sometimes self-healing doesn't work. And my depression had got so bad with suicidal thoughts and everything, I finally sought help. And that's okay. And I got on medication. I'm doing fine. Most of the time I skip my medication just because I'm doing so well. But I had to learn through trial and error and falling flat on my butt and going through the darkest times of my life. I couldn't do it by myself. Through prayer and dedication to get better, I reached my hand out and I said I needed help. I went to counseling. I got on medication. I went to counseling, and I am doing good. And again, I love singing, I love dancing, and I love working out. And those are the things that I indulge in because those are the things that make me happy outside of, you know, being a mom and things like that. So indulge in what makes you happy. Do a self-evaluation. Try to self-heal. And if that doesn't work, reach out to someone for help. This was a great little chit chat with you guys. Please comment below any topics you want to hear me touch on or any tips you need on certain situations, or send me an email or DM me on social media. I will leave all of that information below. It was great chatting with you guys. Until the next Boss Talk, bye.